I hope by now everybody knows what a phishing attack is. But what's a baiting attack? How does it affect you and your business? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Chris Burns from Techie Gurus, and welcome back. So what is a baiting attack? A baiting attack is a sub-area of phishing. It's a subclass of a phishing attack where the whole goal is to really gather basic information about the target. Now, the idea then is to then go into more of like a straight phishing attack later on. So in a baiting attack, the attacker is basically doing recon. They're trying to make sure that one of four things is going on. They're trying to confirm that the recipient's email address is actually valid. So they're also trying to confirm that the email address is actively used. And then they're looking for the target's susceptibility to actually reading unsolicited emails and maybe even responding to them. And then the fourth thing is really they're testing the effectiveness of the automated spam detection solutions that are probably in place. So what does that all mean? That basically means they're sending you something. They're trying to get your response. It could be a blank email. It could be just an email with just like a one-liner, just trying to see if you'll respond to it. Also, if they don't get a kickback or a bounce back on an email, that means that the email is good. But if you respond to it, oh, that's where the fun begins. So if you respond to it, what they're finding is that most of the time a phishing attack will follow that. So that's where you'll get like an email saying, hey, maybe it's Norton LifeLock or something like that, that you have a bill that you need to pay. Or it's like, hey, your 365 credentials have expired. Please click this link to log in. Or it's a PDF. Whatever their attack method is, it doesn't really matter. If you respond to an unsolicited email like that, you're basically telling them that you are susceptible to that and your email address is active. So let's talk about where do most of these come from. Well, that's the funny part. Barracuda found that 91% of all bait attacks come from Gmail accounts. So what is so special about Gmail? Well, one, Gmail's super easy to set up. You can set up an alternative Gmail account in just a few seconds, especially if you automate it with like a bot. They can do it they can just blast them out. Number two, most anti-spam solutions actually treat Gmail as a highly reputable source. So that means you're going to bypass a lot of the anti-spam. They have a read receipt functionality. So they could turn on read receipts. Even if you open the message and you accept that, they'll see that you read the message, even if you don't respond. So that gives them that notification that says, hey, you know what? This email is good. And they read the email. So what happens in that case? Like I said before, normally you're getting hit with a phishing attack. What researchers are finding is that if you read one of those emails or you respond to it, within 48 hours, you're going to get a phishing attack. So think about that. Within 2 days, it's so automated that they know that you've responded to it or you've read it, and now they're going to start phishing you. Good practices that you should take where you shouldn't just open unsolicited email. If you don't know where an email's from, just don't open it. Go ahead and delete it. If it's in your spam, leave it in your spam. Another thing is if you get prompted for a read receipt, just go ahead and hit no on that. So at least they don't get the read receipt. Now, does that going to stop them from sending you further ones? No. Is it going to stop them from sending you a phishing attack? No, because they'll also see that they didn't get a bounce back. So I hope that was educational for you. And until next time, stay cyber safe.